Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We had a nice break from doing the home renovations over Memorial Day weekend. So now we're back to doing our budget meals for the week and working on the home renovations. I am hoping today we're going to finish clearing out everything out of the toy room. This morning's budget breakfast is we are doing scrambled eggs with sliced cheddar cheese. I'm trying to switch back to using block cheese and slicing it as we go instead of using the string cheese because it uses less plastic, and then whenever we're in between, we stick it into a Tupperware container that is reusable. These are actually from Dollar Tree. You can get Madeline. Were they 3-packs? Were these 3-packs at Dollar Tree? But it works really well to hold cheese in. What's some other stuff we put in here? Like individual oatmeal for dad for work. You can fit 2 hard-boiled eggs in one of these if you're packing hard-boiled eggs.
You can sometimes put those mini sausages in there. Yeah,
the mini sausages. So these are actually very practical for the size that they are. And I try to save the flat ones, like the sandwich size ones, for Matt's work right now, although we're considering investing in some bento boxes so he can have cold lunches so he doesn't have to eat in the lunchroom anymore right now. So, but that's what we're doing for now. We're doing this. Madeline had a pack of oatmeal. Real quick chat. One of the things that we had started doing was switching over to low carb. With our budget the way it is right now, we can't really do completely low carb right now. So what we're doing is we're looking at food that we can eat on a lower budget for right now, cutting out a lot of like the little frillies and extras except for holidays like yesterday with Memorial Day. Whenever we can, I'm going to start switching over to affordable low carb options, but it's not 100% realistic for us to be completely low carb right now. Madeline and Rebecca have already finished their morning devotion things. Sarah just finished up breakfast. Really?
What?
Dignity. She's finishing up breakfast, and she's gonna change, even though she was supposed to change before breakfast. I was hoping you'd give everybody that smile whenever you are in trouble. Yeah, that. She's gonna finish up breakfast and taking vitamins. She's in charge of breakfast dishes, which means anything that we use for breakfast that is just for breakfast and not for individual people. Like, she's not responsible for putting Rebecca and Madeline's breakfast dishes in the dishwasher. She's old enough that they can safely wash these because she's 11 now. Some of this can go to the dishwasher. You are in charge of washing that. So she can take care of all that while I head off to work on stuff, and these two are gonna stay in here and busy while I'm doing that. My computer is rebooting, so another chat really quick while it's doing that and getting uploaded again. See the clutter behind me? It's driving me nuts because I know that there's gonna be clutter and chaos while we are we're not remodeling, refurbishing, whatever. I know that's gonna happen, but it's driving me crazy because it's almost like a part of my brain's like, oh, you can do both at the same time. No. So it's driving me crazy because like a lot of the stuff is being put in the living room while we're sorting because that was the first room that was done. So now it's piled up again. And we're having to move stuff out and do each room one at a time, and it's really driving me crazy. Has anybody else ever remodeled, refurbished, renovated their home? That's where I was looking for, renovations. We're doing renovations, and just like it drove you crazy because you can't do everything at once. And we took the weekend off because we just wanted to try to focus on family time, but now I'm just like going crazy because it's not all done yet. And we're 3, 4, look at the calendar, we're about 3 or 4 weeks in, so we're so close to being done. But it's just kind of driving me crazy because it's like my brain has this unrealistic expectation of we could do everything at once in just a couple days and it'd be done, and that was not realistic, especially since we're paying for it as we go without going into debt. And so we're trying to do all that, so it was so unrealistic. But it is kind of driving me crazy to come like in the office and it's cluttered and I can't really do anything about it, but I can do what I need to do and just take care of everything day by day. And I'm pretty sure by the end of summer it'll be clutter free, then we can start the school year clean, organized home, and it'll be great. Here is progress from Friday. Again, that was 3 days ago. So we left it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so 4 days ago. Most of the Legos are in here. The reason why the doll stuff's out is they actually had a virtual playtime with a friend of theirs. Only child, she wanted to have some playtime, so they pulled out all the doll stuff to play with it. We're going to be putting all that away though. But that's okay, because now that we know that all the Legos fit in here and all the doll stuff fit in the doll dresser, now we can move all of this doll stuff, like that dollhouse stuff, into this dresser and get those bins and that bin shelf out of here. It was one of the first purchases we made when we moved in, was that bin shelf for the toy room, but now that they're older, they don't really need like an open bin play area, so we're gonna get rid of that. I've already explained that shelf's leaving, and from there, just completely finish clearing everything out. Have no idea why one of their tablet chargers is in here. There's our dolls, waiting for the doll beds to get here today. May wait till Matt gets home to assemble those, and just focus on getting absolutely the rest of this clean today. Check to see if we need to make like any wall repairs or anything. Probably scrub down the walls with magic erasers. Get them nice and clean before we start moving any brand new stuff or any new furniture in here, except for that one. That had to come in here to get the girls' dresser done. Once this room's clean, then we can start moving stuff out of the office that's coming in here and start changing it over into their play/craft room. Today's lunch, we're just gonna do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with chips left over from Memorial Day, something quick and easy. The weather is super nice today, and it's actually not raining for the first time in days, although it looks like it could rain later. So I decided to give the girls 30 minutes outside before we start on home renovations today. Finally getting around to doing drawer number 2 and drawer number 3. Cutting it to where it will fit in there, and then I'm going to be doing like a little patch piece right here because you can see the plastic through it if you don't. Finish this off, then let them pick a sticker to go on the front of it, and then we will finish drawer number 3 and have them all put together. She is already filling the bottom drawer with the Sophia the First stuff. It's not just the castle, but anything Sophia the First that she has, and trying to get those together. There it is with the patches on. I hate it with the patches on the side, but I absolutely hate it without them too. So what I may do is maybe either put like some kind of stickers over it or something. I don't know. But like, I hate it without it and I hate it with it. So I'm just gonna leave them and then hope that I can like patch it with stickers or something to make it look much nicer. But here it is covered. Again, the reason we had to do this is because this drawer was actually broken. So I figured we might as well go ahead and do the other 2 anyways. That way it would all be consistent. Finally, on drawer 3, I figured out the solution to the problem was go ahead and patch these before you put the rest of the tape on, and it turned out fine. So I'm gonna finish it up and see if it covers that up right there. And if I ever decide to have another one of these drawer units or tape the one that the Legos are in now, then I'll know better for next time. But I love how that already looks a lot better, but I'm not gonna like rip the tech tape completely off of the other 2 drawers to finish patching that and get it to where it looks like that. There's still a little bit of a lump right here underneath where the patch is underneath it. But it turned out a lot better on try number 3 than it did the other 2. So I'm going to do it this way from now on if I ever do this again and finish this up. So let's get this last strip on. Let each of them put a sticker on here and see how much progress they've made so far. There's the dresser completely finished. They've finished putting stickers on it. I really love the way that it looks. It looks more like a dresser instead of just a plastic storage unit. It's probably going to go in that corner once we're finished. The curtains are another project for another day. The Legos we're still finishing up with, and the wall stickers, the rest of the sheet we didn't put on the bin are going to the wall. We just try to keep them kind of changed up and do different color packs. You can kind of tell that from this angle. Like this blue one is definitely not from the same pack as this blue one, nor is it from the same pack as this last sticker here. But Rebecca is cleaning off a spot on the wall with the magic eraser to be able to put the sticker right here where she wanted it to be. But we just try to spread them out. We get them from like Dollar Tree. We maybe have $4 or $5 worth of packs of stickers in here for them. The hanging butterflies are actually from when Madeline was born. We had a butterfly themed nursery, and those were purchased for us, and Matt just hung them from fishing line, and they hang from the ceiling on safety pins. And so far, for almost 13 years, that technique has worked for us in every house that we've lived in. I would probably prefer like the straight up push pin ones, but the clear ones like those are not quite as noticeable unless you're actually trying to look for them. So that's how we have it decorated so far, and they wanted to keep it that way. We talked about it and they wanted to keep it the butterfly theme. We are actually not, though, going to keep the big butterfly rug in here. So here's the reason why we are doing the toy room absolutely first and foremost, or one of the many reasons. This is the rug that was in the toy room. When we had a foster son and the toy room was his room, we did have the butterfly rug in the girls' room. However, we found that putting a rug in the girls' room with a trundle bunk bed was just way too much space to take up. So instead, we're going to move it to in here because we thought that this rug would do better. And the rug that was over here is going to the toy room now. Here's the rug that was in the school corner. So it was in our school room when we had a school room. It was in the school corner that's now becoming a library. So it's been kind of roughed up because we like I said, when we moved in, we had 2 toddlers. So it's kind of been roughed up and everything. But it has butterflies on it as well. So what we're going to do, since the girls' craft supplies are moving into here for now. Eventually mine will be as well. But for now, it's just the girls' craft supplies are in here. That rug may or may not get dirty. We may or may not get things on it. So we decided to go ahead and move that rug in here instead. And we actually like laid it in here before we started taking things out, and it matched perfectly with the room. So we're gonna switch those rugs out, put that in here. And the shelf is now officially cleared off, so we are going to move it out of here. We may have to move that wall sticker, Sarah. And I may go ahead and move this stuff out and start reorganizing without it there, then see what we want to do. And
it's torn.
She moved the sticker. Yeah, I accidentally tore it and she put it back on there. You can't even tell where it was torn. This is out now. The whole shelf is out. So I'm going to move this bin shelf out. If we use it, we use it. If not, we will put it in our get rid of stack. We need to sweep underneath there as well. The fun thing about the Living Family is that you can actually put the larger pieces inside. So most of the furniture will actually fit inside the dollhouse, closed up, won't fall out. What's left is going to go into the drawer unit. So far, this is going exactly the way that I wanted it to. It's looking great. Everything's fitting over here. This castle is slightly wider this way than the house is, but we need a place to put the van. So that worked out. This also gives Rebecca a little bit of space for stuffed animals that sit on the floor. And if the other two want to do like their Build-A-Bears in here, or whatever they want to do, she's working on the wall space over here so we can get the Legos up over here. The goal is to try to get them a little snug right here and not have this past the edge of the window. I'm going to replace the curtains. It's on the list. Little stuff like that. I'm trying to wait until I can go in person to stores to take care of that. For now, I'm just going to try to get them as snug up to the edge of this curtain as possible, because I may leave the original brackets and just try to get shorter bars right here, but also get different color curtains. So I'm not going to attempt to make curtains again, because for me that was a nightmare. And sometimes it's okay to just admit that some things you cannot do. So I'm going to push this up against here. Once we get the wall done right here, the little drawer units are staying. They're going to go right beside it. And that means that that's all we have for Legos. The Connects box can sit on top. And I'm okay with that box staying out because it's one thing. So I'm really, really happy with it. The girls are super happy with it. They're all getting their own little spaces to put things away. Everything's fitting. And we get to keep the theme with the butterflies everywhere. So far it's working and I'm really happy with that. For snack today, we're having trail mix. This is something that I've done a video on before. And it was super quick and easy for finger foods. What the kids do is, do you mind if, go ahead. Okay, Rebecca, will you do it? You want to do it? This is why they like it. They can put it in a cup and then almost use it like they're drinking it. Have you ever choked on it? Okay. And they eat it like that while they're playing their games, and that way they get like a game break and a snack break in the middle of redoing their whole toy room, because right now they can't actually kind of play in it because we're trying to get it all cleaned out and get rid of toys that they're too big for now and all that. This room is now echoing like no other because there's so much out of here. And one of my things is I hate for a room to echo. But this is everything out that is coming out of this room. I'm in the corner right here. This leads to the 2 closets, the one in here, the one in the girls' room. The only thing we have moved in here was the dresser. So the entire process is we're slowly going to be rotating furniture between rooms. We had to get Madeline's old dresser out to get the new dressers in. So it was automatically brought in here. But other than that, nothing else has been added in here yet. Here's the space we cleared out. We've already moved that shelf from right here to right there. And we're fixing to start clearing some of this stuff out. So we have freed up this much space so far. We are calling it quits in here for the night. Rebecca has her dolls. She was able to fit all of them on the new doll bed in her room. We'll do her room another day. And I honestly am like really sad and happy at the same time. Like I'm really happy with how organized it looks so far, and we're not even finished. But I'm also super sad because this means that we no longer have like just a toy room, like just a kid's toy room. It feels more like an older, like a teenage room, teenage craft room, fun room, and I'm kind of sad about that. But I'm also really happy with progress so far. But we're going to end it for tonight. So that's it for tonight. We shall pick up the next video that you see will probably be us finishing, decorating, putting the last bits of furniture here and there and here, and the reveal of what the new refurbished, it's not really a toy room anymore. It's part toys, part craft, part stationary office, so fun room, whatever the kids want to call it. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.